Listeners, check this out. Check this out. Yo, Devin, what you like better, Austin or Dallas?
Depends what I'm looking for. And I'm gonna give Dallas light edge, but it just also depends on the person and what you look
Okay,
up.
this dude Regal, yo, he know how to politically put that. They put the crown on the right. That was a beautiful answer, sir.
Yeah,
But Devin, okay, I got you. You sidestepped that. That was perfectly, sir. Dude, I'm the journalist. You out here? I thought you was in education. You out here trying to teach me how to be a journalist. Devin, how about this though? What if you're the dude? You said it depends on the person. What if you're Devin Pineda though?
Is there anything better than a trip getting ready?
Nope.
For a long journey where our podcast released a new app and searching for a fade fiend, a new fixation. Giving this a subscribe is the same sensation. Started with the day ones, they gave us fuel to support the season. Could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here for a reason. Notification bells, text some friends, all to let you know. Check your Bluetooth, connect, talking with Donato.
Welcome in, everyone. This is season 2, episode 2. All hail the king with our guest Devin Pineda. He's Mister Huston-Tillotson. Yo, Devin, what's up, man? Yo, how you doing? It's Sunday. How you doing?
Man, I'm feeling good. I'm doing well. We got freshmen moving right now, so just been around helping the freshmen get situated and get ready for starting their college career, man. So yeah, I'm good, man. I'm blessed.
Yo, my fraternity brothers was on campus today, 8:56 a.m. I'm getting pictures already because they helping people move in. So you see some Kappas on campus, you tell them, you tell them we appreciate what your boys are out there. They
already.
Yo, Devin, let's get started, man. We're gonna start with the basics. There's a lot I want to get to because you wearing that crown, but let's take it back, yo. Cats want to know like where it all started. Where you from, Devin?
From Dallas, Texas. I was born in San Antonio, but I was raised in Dallas, Texas. So I always say I'm from Dallas. Been there since I was 6 years old. Went to school at Lake Hollins. Well, I graduated from Lake Hollins High School. I met my mentor there, and he really mentored me throughout high school. So I was in a program called AVID, which is essentially its goal is college readiness. He mentored me all the way through high school. Yeah, it got me here. I've been in Austin for the past 4 years and been great.
Yo, welcome to Austin. You know, I live here. I'm local, even though we doing virtual. I got a question, man. Yo, up in Dallas, what y'all think about Austin before you got here? I know everybody was like, man, you don't want to go. What they say? What they say up in Dallas?
Man, I'm going to say this, man. Austin always got traffic, right? So I know that's a thing they say about Dallas and Houston. But anytime, if you coming up 35 and you might be driving through Austin, you're always going to get stuck. You're always going to get stuck in the same area. So that's automatically was our interpretation of Austin. Got traffic.
Yep.
They also say, you know, it doesn't have a lot of our kin here, and I can sometimes agree and why it may feel that way, which it may not be a case, but those are the main two things that I kind of heard about Austin before I came, and may or may not be true. I can't confirm or deny. So
hey, he ain't off the hook yet. Listeners, check this out. Check this out. Yo, Devin, what you like better, Austin or Dallas?
Man, it depends what I'm looking for, and generally I'm gonna give Dallas a slight edge, but it just also depends on the person and what you're looking for.
Okay, this dude Regal, yo, he know how to politically put that. They put the crown on the right. That was a beautiful answer, sir.
Yeah,
but Devin, okay, I got you. You sidestepped that. That was perfectly, sir. Dude, I'm the journalist. You out here? I thought you was in education. You out here trying to teach me how to be a journalist. Devin, how about this though? What if you're the dude? You said it depends on the person. What if you're Devin Pineda though? See, I took it back to him, y'all.
You did. What may be better for me in my life? Maybe Austin.
Yo,
it's a different scenery. When it comes to like business and networking, man, I feel like Austin is a great place. It's always got something going on, like festivals.
Yeah.
You know, so in terms of the professional world, I think Austin would be a good place, especially for me as a young, and I'm going to be a new graduate. I think that would be better for me. And me being so affiliated with Dallas, I'm affiliated, like I know the bad parts too. So
yeah.
But I going off of just my experience in Austin over the past 4 years has been nothing but, you know, good, you know. So in terms of me between the two, which would probably be better, would be Austin. It probably would be Austin.
Yo, I appreciate that, man. I mean, either way, it's a win-win. I mean, those are two beautiful cities.
Yeah.
Yo, Devin, I wanna get back. We're gonna stick with the basics. I know I jumped in there, gave you some hard stuff, but you a pro, son. You sidestepping like Muhammad Ali. I can't hit this dude. I'm gonna keep swinging though. I'm gonna keep swinging.
All right.
Yo, let's start with this, man. I don't go all the way back, so I'm gonna start high school. Okay, you a big dog on campus now. Tell me you was a little munchkin dude in high school. You wasn't Mr. Lake Highland too, were you?
Nah, man.
Okay.
Leadership wasn't even my thing back then. I wasn't into leadership. In fact, I didn't know much of it. I wasn't as academically like invested as I was back then either. So like college was a whole 360. Back in high school, I was more relaxed while also like focused on money. Like money was my thing, man. I wanted to make a lot of money. So like, man, it was even a point in time in high school where I was working 2 jobs. Like,
wait, what? Yo,
yeah.
Hold on. My mama might be looking at this. Other people's mama gonna be looking at this. You know the kind of pressure you putting on us?
Yeah, man. Like I would get straight out of class. I was in a program that allowed students to get off a little bit earlier from school so they can head to work. And I would leave school and instantly go to work. I'd be gone all day. I come back at nighttime, man, and so I was so focused on trying to make $1, man, and that was me in high school. I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't too into my academics. I mean, I wasn't a bad student either, but I didn't take it as serious. I didn't know the potential steps ahead that I could have been and the opportunities I could have took advantage of. I didn't know what my future looked like either, and I didn't really think of it much. So it's a whole different person now.
Yo, Devin, was you almost voted? I'm gonna come back to something you just said there, but were you almost voted anything like Mr. Best Hair? You got them dreads rocking. I mean, were you close to anything? Like, I feel like it sounds like you were two totally different people then and now, but like,
I mean, like I say, like in terms of leadership, no. I mean, everyone knew me on campus, so like that's one thing that didn't change. Like I was very well known, but like I didn't take a lot of initiative like in doing extracurricular things. You know what I'm saying? Especially like I used to play basketball. Like I got kicked off the team. From that standpoint on, man, I was like, man, leadership. They had like mock trial and all that stuff. I wasn't really, like I said, the only program I was in was Avid, but I wasn't like a over and beyond achiever, man. Like, nah, I was a little popular kid, you know what I'm saying? I got in trouble sometimes too, but nah, the leadership wasn't my thing then, man. It wasn't.
Yo, Devin, this gonna be a good episode, man. You giving me so much. We gonna run out of time. I already see this. Yo, Devin, we gotta come back to something you just said, kid. You got kicked off the basketball team. First of all, you don't do that because that's instant street cred. You're on the basketball team. Ain't nobody gotta say nothing. Especially from Dallas, y'all was probably a 5A, a 6A. Excuse me, I ain't from here, so I don't know how big Lake Highland is. I want to say I heard of it. What you get kicked off the team for, Devin? Before you answer, I know why you got kicked off. I know why you got kicked off. You airballed a game-winning shot. Is that it? You were supposed to pass that thing?
Nah, man. It wasn't nothing like that. We are a 6A school.
Damn.
Yeah, we are a 6A. And so I got kicked off the team. And it wasn't even kicked off. It was like banned in a sense. Like I was no longer allowed to be a part of that organization. After my freshman year, I did a lot of things over the summer, in which one of those things that I was not doing was dedicating a lot of my time to basketball and getting better. So sophomore year came around, I'm giving them like the slow run around. They're like, are you joining? This is JV, junior varsity by this time. Like, are you joining? I'm like, I don't know. I wasn't really focusing on that this summer. I'll let you guys know. Right. I might have waited a little too long and I tried to come back. I'm like, all right, I'm ready to do this thing. You know what I'm saying? The way that process of getting back on a team, I wasn't gonna do it. Like they wanted me to stay around and assist the team, but like, am I not practicing? Like, what am I doing? So it gave me like water boy vibes, like as a,
Yeah.
like a punishment because I wasn't trying previously. So that's what it felt like, and I took it as disrespect. Like, you know what I'm saying? I took it as disrespect as the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so me and the coach ended up getting into it, man. And the conclusion was that, you know, like, oh no, you are no longer allowed to be a part of this organization. Yada yada. I just disagree with what they were trying to make me do, man. And you know, looking back at it, it's just me and my emotions at the time. And sometimes you got to respect policy. You feel me? So that's all that was, man. But yeah, and I just quit back. I left basketball alone after that, man. I was like, yeah, you banned me from the organization. Yeah, it is what it is now. So yeah.
Oh,
man.
so you're not nice right now. So we could go play 1-on-1 for the crown right now, and if I win, I get the crown. Wait,
I still got some.
Okay.
I still got some.
Forget what I said. I'm all right.
Yeah,
that's a 6A school. I'm from Virginia, but my school won't 6A, so I'm gonna say your talent is a little better. I'm gonna say I'm gonna go ahead and take that. I'm gonna take that one on back.
Yeah.
All right. I want to get to one other little thing. All right, so it sounded like you wasn't as focused. And yo, King, I want to say respect to you for getting to this 4th year of college. It ain't no joke. A lot of things can happen financially, personally, emotionally, and can take you off that path. So I appreciate you making it this far. But what got you there? I sound like you had a mentor in high school, but yo, come on, Devin. You didn't tell me you was valedictorian, salutatorian. You didn't tell me Harvard wanted you. I mean, you know, You might have. I mean, I graduated with 2.5, so I'm not ashamed of that. At least I graduated. But you know, maybe you was a 2.3 or something.
Yeah,
how did you get? It didn't sound like it didn't. Maybe you did want to go to college, but I think you said you weren't really like setting yourself up like you in hindsight you could have done.
Right.
How did this college thing come about, and when?
Right. Yeah. So I didn't know about the Harvards and the stuff and the Morehouses and all that. Like I said, like initially, you know, college wasn't my goal, and that was because I knew how expensive it was. I was not willing to put myself in debt. So around that time, around 17, 18, I got extremely invested in the finances, in which I still am now, right? Financial literacy. And so I got to learn about different things in debt, you know, and one of those things, majority of Americans, you know, when they think about debt, a lot of people got student loans, you know, and so I drilled that in my head, probably my senior year of high school. And I'm like, oh no, man, I can't do that. You know, I don't want to do that. But like I said, I had this mentor all throughout high school. And, you know, one of the things he kept drilling in my head was experience. Of course, it went over my head. But now looking back, I see what he was saying. You're going to get the experience. And so, you know, it'd be a lot of times where he just called me to his office, man. And one time he made me sit down and, you know, he just had me do a bunch of applications for schools, man. I might have did 5 applications. I don't know. I started applying for different schools. He made me apply for these scholarships, write these essays. And I heard back from a couple of schools, but one of the schools was Huston-Tillotson University, his alma mater.
Oh, okay. Where them Rams at?
Yeah, man. But why they stood out was because they gave me the scholarship, a 4-ride scholarship, which they had a new program at the institution called the African American Male Teacher Initiative. And I knew I wanted to get into education. I just didn't, you know, I didn't find my purpose at the time, but I knew like, okay, maybe education might be something. If I got to pick a major, it's going to be education. Applied, got in. Since the moment I looked at my phone at work, I found out I got my scholarship at work. Once I looked and checked that email, since then, my whole mentality changed completely. You know, all the working and all that, like I just changed and focused up. Like I'm really going to take this route and I'm going to take it, you know, and focus up. And so, you know, that's how I ended up getting here. And thank you to, you know, my mentor. You know, he was the second Mister Huston-Tillotson University. So he really brought out the potential in me that he always talked about that I didn't know about at the time. So yeah, very thankful for him.
Okay, you know what I said. I mean, you said I can keep swinging. Yo,
Yeah, swing, man.
Who the flyer, Mister Huston-Tillotson? Who did it better? Come on, Devin. Say what you got.
It got to be me, man. Got to be me. Got to be me.
Old head ain't got it.
He ain't got it. He ain't got it, man. Yeah, man. It's back in the day. He ain't got it, man. Yeah. Yeah, I got him.
Yo, I can't wait for him to see this. He gonna drive all the way from Dallas.
He gonna see it. Yeah, he gonna see it. I'm gonna
meet me outside, son. Meet me outside, yo. Bro.
Yeah,
no,
man.
Ain't nothing wrong, old head. He gave you your props, but he confident. What else he supposed to say?
I got to be honest, man. It was hard. It was hard. This is hard winning. This was
no doubt.
Took some work. So you know,
we gonna get to that. We gonna get to that. I got one more thing then. All right, so then you get this idea because I want some young cats to see this too, man. Most of my demographic is about your age up to the 30s, but sometimes I get some younger viewers. Yo, it's hard. Okay, when you finally make that decision to go to college, I got that, and I appreciate you made that. I already told you that. I'm proud of you, Devin. But how about this though, Devin? Man, I don't know what I'm supposed to major in, man. I ain't even like high school. I told you I had a 2.5. So what would you say to me, man? I got a 2.5. I don't really know what I'm supposed to major in. Now I know it probably shouldn't be like engineering because clearly I'm not that great of a student. But what would you say to me, young Buck Donato, 17 years old, and I am gonna go, but I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. How do I make that decision, Devin?
Yeah, man, you can't spend too much time dwelling on something you don't know. Like you have to just go for it and do it, man. Like you have to go and grab that experience, even for people that say, oh, I don't think college is for me. Well, you can't say that if you ain't tried, man. And take all of us as testimonials, man. Like we've done it. We've all felt the same pressures. We all didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Especially, come on, man, we young African-American men. You look at some of our backgrounds, it's so diverse. Like a lot of us are first generation, man. So, that's a big thing in itself, but you really got to just keep putting one foot in front of the other and don't dwell on what you don't know or what you think you don't know or what you think something may be. Well, you just got to go for it, man. And that's what I encourage, man. Like, and if college isn't for you, I'd rather you find that out once you're there. I don't want people to be so stuck on, what they haven't tried yet. Just go for it and do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about the picking the majors. Start from the bottom, of what your interests are and just work your way up. And you'll find yourself. You'll find your identity in college. That's what college is about. You'll find what type of person you are in college.
Yo, Devin, I know I got a little short bio from you, but I have worked at institutions of higher learning. Tell me if you agree. I've seen a lot of people that come through and they go into college to answer the question I asked you because they mama wanted them to be a lawyer. They mama wanted them to be a doctor, but your mama ain't the one that's got to do that schoolwork. Your mama ain't the one that is in those classes. And so it ain't for them. So would you agree to what you said? Would you agree that you said, find those things that you're interested in, start there. So if I know I'm good at speaking, I know I got a podcast, maybe I should do public speaking, maybe some business, something like that along the lines for me. Do you agree or disagree?
I agree. Like, definitely. Like it all starts with your interests. You figure out, like, you're not going to be able to figure out your why before college, man. And that's just real. That's how I feel. I mean, you have to experience a little bit of life to understand your purpose and try to find your purpose. And that's going to align with the career path you're going to take. The biggest thing too is like research. So you have to do a lot of research into things and look at every aspect of something, but definitely it's going to take like you finding your why. And that's just doing some self-evaluation. And like you said, like whatever you are into, just go for it and go for it, So,
yo, Devin, I met a lot of people that be like, man, that school ain't gonna be a good fit for me. Cause you went to this earlier. So I want to come back to it. Yo, you went to a 6A school and you at a very small private institution right now, historically black college university. For those who don't know, Huston-Tillotson, Austin, where them Rams at stand up. Where them Rams that's like right there. There it is. He could flash it. So yo, Devin, something tells me your graduating class, your senior year, you might have had more people on campus than a small school like this. How do people make decisions on where I want to go? Like, do I go, like you're at a school, you could be a big fish in a small pond. Some people may not want that. Some people might want to get lost in the shuffle. Yeah. What would you say to somebody about that?
Well, I think so when I said research, right, a lot of that comes from you navigating and finding who's going to invest in you, right? Because
I like that.
Everyone's going to be a student. At the end of the day, like every institution is a business, right? Yeah. So you got to pay money and, they got to receive funds to do certain things. It's all a business, but there are some institutions that will invest in you. And that can be seen through programs, with a lot of, professional development, a lot of student leadership opportunities, scholarships, so many different things. So you figure out what university is going to invest in me, while also finding certain universities that, seek your best interest. So some universities, may have better programs in like biology, some, for nurses, some may be better for education. Like I think Huston-Tillotson is good, for education. So you figure out, who's going to invest in me. Right. So me, at the time I thought I wanted to go into education. Well, these guys, they're offering completely full ride for teachers, for people that want to be teachers. They're investing in young men that aspire to be educators. And they've invested in me past that, beyond that. I hadn't wore a suit before I even got to college. I know anything about it. A lot of things, so you just figure out who's going to invest in you. And I don't like to be biased, but, I always hint towards the HBCU. But it also depends on you. So.
Well, hey, hold on, man. You talking to a Kappa, man. I get clean, nice. I get nice. Hey, let's talk about the drip. So, it sounds like you didn't have the suit game, but when you do that, what you like to do? You like to go traditional black. You go with some colors. You go with the classic fit, the slim fit. You look like a slim dude there.
Yeah,
basketball player. So I don't think you big Brody football. So like what you do, man? What you like?
So I love my 2-piece suits, man. And I want to say like colors is my biggest thing. Like I love my primary general colors, but I'm gonna go for my 2 pieces, and I love checker suits as well. So that way, like sometimes I might just rock the vest. Sometimes I might do a bow tie. Sometimes I might, you know what I'm saying? But them checker suits is what I like the most. So I got 3 right now, but I like to be a little flashy with it, man. So like it's one thing. Yeah, it's one thing to rock your black suit or your navy blue, but when you go somewhere and you want to stand out, and I had this one checker suit on. I was at a summit a couple of weeks ago, and before I even got to network and speak to anyone, my suit was noticed. So my image spoke before I got to speak. And so that was a conversation starter. Ended up exchanging LinkedIn's. So like your presence or your image essentially is very, very big. But I like to be flashy with mine because, come on, man, I didn't know nothing about suits before I even came here. So I don't want to be regular. I want to stand out. So I got me a gold suit that matched my school colors. I got me a maroon one, checkered suits. I got a teal suit. Yeah, man, I got some colors, man.
Yo, I like that, man. I like that. So here's what I say when it comes to that. It ain't peacocking. It's a measure of what you have a taste for.
Yeah.
If someone else doesn't like it, it ain't for them. They not rocking it. And I'm happy about that. You want to know why? Because I stand out, just like you said, man.
Yeah.
If they want to see the fashion, they coming to me. They not coming to you. They know you're going to be traditional. You got to have that ground earth color. You do that.
Yep.
But they want to see what's popping. Come on over here. Come on over here. Okay, I appreciate that. And you do the bow ties. Devin, you know, well, stereotypically from my fraternity, we rock that bow tie.
I see. Yeah, I see it.
I tie that thing myself. I love it. I think I'm glad that we get in the single digits of males here in America that know how to tie a bow tie. So again, just another way for me to stand out. And sometimes people ask me, they say, "Hey, did you tie that?"
Yeah.
And I hit them with you show you're right. Yes, I did. You need me to. Normally you don't have to, but if you want to flex on them, you want to see?
Yeah. Hey man, you gotta stay fresh, man. Stay fresh.
Yeah, they don't see it every day. All right. Yeah. So Devin, you mentioned this earlier. I want to come a little bit back to where we are here. How did you come to get this desire? You said you weren't a leader. You weren't into leadership. Mm-hmm. Now heavy weighs the crown, young man. How did you get here? That don't sound like something we need to gloss over. I want to know what changed, and there's a story, a journey. What's up, man?
I think so. Even being at my institution, of course, I'm around nothing but Black people, African Americans.
Yes, sir.
And so I got to seeing these different student leaders or these different students who are in these organizations or in these programs, and you just see a different level of confidence, right? And the institution, like I said, investing into them. And so like a lot of people, said, they set the standard, and they were great examples of what student leadership was. And I believe, I really enjoyed seeing that, as well as the staff on campus as well. Like they really encouraged me as well. The former campus life director, Ms. Gaines, she really encouraged me to get into student leadership. I would always talk about things or always do things on the side. But she's like, "Oh, you can join this organization because this is what they specialize in. So you might as well do that. You have a bigger budget to play with." In my first real e-board position was campus activities board. So that was something she kind of helped me get into. And then when you join, man, it's like you get the whole different perspective on college life. So you get the perks, you get to be on the screens, the banners, they put your name and face everywhere. You get to go to different conferences. So that's how I got into it, man. A mix of seeing others who were student leaders and how they, from dressing nice to always being seen and the confidence they had, to also the staff on campus that were very encouraging of it. That's how I got into it. And since then, man, I took it and ran with it. So.
Shout out Ms. Gaines. That sounds like the perfect name for somebody who's trying to help you and mentor you. Gaines. Like, she was telling you about the best budget for programs. You are aptly named, ma'am. Shout out Ms. Gaines. Make sure she get a copy of this too. I appreciate that. We all want to ask. Look, man, you told me, for those who don't know, I asked him in our little pre-show meeting, I was like, "Yo, man, can I talk about anything?" He said, "I'm an open book." Now, along with that, Devin, that means I can ask anything I want that I'm trying to figure out. We ain't all been the crown holders, yo. When you get the, it ain't called a sash. When you get the Huston-Tillotson, like, do you walk around? Do you get to walk around with the? How do you? What's the etiquette? I don't understand what you got to do.
Man, it depends how I'm feeling, man. If I want to throw it in their face, I'll do that.
That's what I wanted to know.
Say, man, it was really hard. It was really hard winning. Like campaigning was a week long, but I went against 3 other gentlemen who had really good campaigns, and so
any of them Kappas?
Yes, Dason.
Oh no!
And that's my brother. That's my bro.
Oh, somebody about to throw me in a headlock. He gonna be like, bro, man, you got him on your pie before me. Oh, Devin, you done messed up.
Man,
Devin, next time you see me, I'll have a black eye.
Yeah, man. I had to run against Dason, man, and another gentleman, man. And it was hard, man. We was working hard that whole week.
Yeah.
And, you know, we actually set a school standard for what campaigning and elections will look like, because prior, a lot of people ran unopposed, man. So me, Dason, and the other gentleman, you know, we switched it up. So now, you know, going forward, you see people see what it's going to look like. You know, if you want to hold the crown, man, this is what you got to do. You got to, and campaigning started way before that week. Campaigning was when you show your face to these events, or how you interact on a day-to-day basis, man. And so that's why I like to think I won. You know, I'm very blessed and thankful for that, man.
That sound like Clash of the Titans, yo. Sound like y'all hit with fury. Like it was like, bah. I like that. I like that.
That's what it felt like.
Yo, you to the victor goes the spoils. I mean, it is what it is. You earned it. This was not given. This was earned.
This was earned, man.
So is it again, I don't know nothing about etiquette. Can I lead with that? Like, you know, Mister Huston-Tillotson, you know, do I say Devin Pineda? Oh, by the way, I'm Mister Huston-Tillotson, or
it's up to you, man. Like it depends. I don't often introduce myself as Mr. HT. Well, it depends on the setting. So I'll throw that in there, like any conference I'm at, right? Like I said, I was just at one at UT. I'm introduce myself as Devin Pineda. Then I'll throw I'm a student at Huston-Tillotson University. Then I'll say I'm actually Mister Huston-Tillotson University.
Okay.
I go into the background and say, you know, what my duties and responsibilities are for people who may or may not know. But I don't always like throw it in people's face, because believe it or not, the students already do that. They'll see me.
Oh,
I don't even you know, half the time is Devin, half the time is Mr. HT. So like they'll do it themselves. But this school year, one of my goals is I'm not gonna always have the sash on, but I'm suited and booted every day. So the
do that thing, man. Do that thing. Do that thing.
We're gonna set a new standard, man. So
do that thing. Do that thing. I like that. Ain't nothing wrong, man. If it's in your closet, it ain't helping nobody if it's in the closet. You gotta that thing gotta be out there in them streets. It's gotta get it. You can never look. I'm older than you. I've been working for a long time. I got a real job. You were finishing school, brother. You will never regret amassing things for your wardrobe, and until you get to the point where, you know, I got my house and whatnot with my closet. You trying to fit stuff in the dorm rooms, and you the poor college kid.
Man,
wear it until that thing falls off of you. That's what it's there for.
That's what we're gonna do.
Okay, so Mister Huston-Tillotson walks into the caf. You know, it's lunchtime. Everybody there. Do the bugles go off? Do you cats got to get up from a table? You be like, hey, I'm gonna have to get that. Like, I mean, come on, man. What are some of the perks you get? Can you get a free lunch once a week? Who I got to talk to? Can we get you a free lunch once a week or something?
It's honestly like beyond the campus. The real perks is beyond the campus. Like, it's the conferences I'm invited to go on, like that the institution pays for me to go on. Like I just came back from New Orleans the first week of August, man, on the Kings and Queens conference. Like, and that was great. We was out there for 3 days, me and my queen, and we out there networking. We getting some New Orleans food. We out there on Bourbon Street.
You did the beignets, though? You did the beignets?
I did. That was the first thing I got when I got out there, man.
All right, good. You did it right.
We also went to NASAP. That was back, I want to say, in the first week of June, maybe. That was another conference a week long for all student leaders, and that was in North Carolina, I believe, or South Carolina. So, like, those are the biggest perks for me, like the institution paying for me to go to different spots. And so, you know, we're in a process of seeing if I'm able to compete for Mr. HBCU, which will be held in South Carolina. So hopefully, like, if they can pay for me to go there and compete in that competition, then like that's another perk. You know what I'm saying? And
man, if you got to do, we got to do a GoFundMe or something. Come back on the pod. We can live stream. You know, I'm on the radio station here. I'm at KZI. Twice a week. I do a show. Man, look, let's do what we got to do. Get that money. Don't let the money be the reason you can't go compete. That would be amazing, yo. Mr. HBCU.
It would, man. It would, honestly. Yeah. And aside of the perks, like the students show a lot of love here, man. Like, you know, especially the younger students. Like when Mr. HT, and you know, I always try to show love too. Like I try to be a great example because, you know, the former Mr. HTs were great mentors as well. And great representatives. So I want to make sure I fall in love with those gentlemen and try to be better.
Hold on, Devin. All right. You live on campus or off campus?
On campus.
All right. Something happened. Donato called you up and he was like, yo, this episode is going viral, dog. Appreciate you going on. It's been so much fun. Oh, the dude from Morehouse said he want to arm wrestle because he think he's doing it better. But anyway, we talk about that. It's a long phone conversation, but you got to get to class. You like, Donato, I got to go to class. I was like, yeah. But yo, I want to tell you about one other thing, man. Yo, for some reason, we popping over in Mexico. But you like, yo, Donato, I got to go. So now you late to class, Devin. And I'm rude, but you late to class. You running across campus in the suit, you don't want to run because now you was going to stroll. Now you're going to sweat in that suit. You're gonna have to send me the dry cleaning bill on that one because that's on me. Somebody stop you and want to take a selfie with Mr. HT. Yo, Devin, you stopping to take that pic?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Huh? Devin.
Absolutely.
Devin, even LeBron James stiff arm a cap every now and then and be like, yo, Devin.
Man, I got Jesus Christ put me here to serve others, man. So I'm showing love to everybody, man. Like I even show love to those who don't show love. So it's just out of the kindness of my heart. I have to, you know, somebody show love like that. I'm gonna have to reciprocate the energy, man. It's just in my heart. Yeah. So,
yo,
late to class and all. Yeah.
Yo.
Hey, man.
Now I'm gonna have two black guys. Once my frat get done with me, Devin like, man, you made me late that day, and I had somebody I couldn't sidestep him. I had to do that, so I was even more late. That's on you, Donato. Get a dry cleaning bill, and then you gonna get one of these. All right, so I get that. Yo, what's your fam say when you win something like this? Did somebody come up, start crying on you? Like, mama, you can't cry on a sash. Like, what was that like amongst family?
Man, and I'm gonna show the most love to my mom right now and my immediate family, I guess, my brothers too.
Yeah.
And my father. They between the time that I've gotten to school, like this is the most I've heard them say, like, I'm proud of you, I'm proud of you, I'm proud of you.
Yo.
Like, man, like and I'm on social media a lot now, like posting like new achievements and you know, different things I'm trying to showcase in regards to like my reign or like other positive things. They always sharing, they always commenting, they always calling me. Especially my mom, Devin, I'm so proud of you, man. And so that does it right there. I
feel good. That ain't even my mama.
That does it, man. And my brothers be like, yeah, like, you know, and being a first generation, it's like, of course, they look at me like in college, like, oh man, this boy that made it. Like he the one. My brother be like, yeah, you the chosen one. And I read,
hey, it don't help. It don't help that your stuff is gold. Your shirt gold, the sash gold. You looking like the chosen one.
Yeah, man. They So, but they show a lot of love, man. I love my family, man. So shout out to my mother, my brothers, my father as well, and of course the other family. But yeah, man, they show a lot of love, 100%. So,
hey, Devin, your brothers, they listen to podcasts. They do anything like that? They don't listen to any, do they?
I wouldn't know. I don't know what they do.
Okay, that's a no for me. So I'm gonna ask this question anyway. Hey, now that you're Mister Huston-Tillotson, you the favorite kid? You the favorite, ain't you?
Yeah, I gotta be the favorite. I gotta be the favorite. Not only am I Mr. HT, I'm the youngest as well, and I feel like the youngest always gonna get the most love.
Always, man. I got one. I'm the mid kid. Yeah, that's the youngest, man.
They say the youngest be the spoiled one, so you know.
No doubt.
There you go.
All right, Devin. Look, if your brother's listening to this, they already gonna hate you. So let's just continue with the hate. Yo, Devin, mom and dad still sending you a little money every now and then?
Nope, not at
Okay.
all.
All right.
Not at all, man.
I was about to. Maybe you're not that spoiled. They was like, I'm proud of them because they want to make sure you earning it.
My mother subconsciously raised me to be like very independent, and I say subconscious because a lot of things she was not able to do or she just chose not to do for me. It automatically brought something out of me to have to do it for myself. That's why I worked so much in school, and I bought my first car on my birthday, like my own cash, and I bought my second car going to college. Like I had to do it for myself. So like growing up, like it had to be that way. So like in college, like I don't have the typical transactions with your parents to where they send you money every here and there and stuff. Like my parents don't. Like I still work, so I work in college, man, and I got to make sure I sustain myself and help the family out too, because it's a lot of times where I got to send money, and so I don't have the traditional parents to college situation, but I mean I'm still grateful and thankful or whatever. So
that's the stereotypical thing, but it ain't the real world. I mean, if your mama could be like, baby, I know things is hard, hit about 500 right here. Yo, who mama could do that? My mama couldn't do that.
Boy,
I know. 500 right now. Okay, appreciate that, mama.
Not for real.
I know. Every time, and then they come visit, and every time she comes, she slide a little something. Like, I have friends that did that their parents did. Yo, when I went to college, we had an airport right next to me. I remember I was walking to class and everybody was up against a fence. We was next to an airport, but one of my college buddies, his dad flew in on their jet.
Oh yeah,
parked it right there, so everybody was looking at the jet, and it was like, "Yo, that's Robert. What? That's his dad's joint." I was late to class because I'm out there with everybody else. Dang, man, I wonder how fast that thing could go.
That jet is crazy.
Hey. It would be, I didn't say that was my parents, but it would be nice if you could have those kind of things. Yo, I want to know, what was the platform, man? I'm a sophomore at H2. Hold on. I'm a Ram. Get that thing. I'm a Ram, and you want me to vote for you, but I'm already a Kappa, so I see my man right here. But I want to hear what your platform was, and you might be able to sway me. I'm open-minded. What was your platform? What was you saying?
So what I showcased the most, right, was nurturing Black achievement. And I like to say I'm a very radical person, especially when it comes to my culture, and the situation that we are in as a race in itself. That was my big thing, nurturing Black achievement. And so one of the things I focused on was etiquette, right? So the way we present ourselves.
Yes.
We like, one thing was, our men's closet on campus. It kind of fell apart a little bit. So that was one of the things I want to put back together and kind of uplift that to show, young Black men, like how when I came in, I didn't know how to wear a suit or tie or anything like that. Mm-hmm. So one of the things we wanted to focus on was etiquette. And then when I said nurturing Black achievement, that can be done in so many different ways, man. But like I said, the main thing I focused on was our presentation, right? And set an example for those who come before me. Through a different, different amount of ways, man. But that was the biggest thing for me was etiquette, man. Like our presentation, dog. So that's nurturing Black achievement, though. Like I did the NBA logo, to stand with it. So
that's tough.
Had the graphic. I had the events going on, man. We was grilling outside all day sometimes. Oh. I gave away some things for our queens, man, because it was we wanted to do some cervical cancer awareness. So I gave away. I partnered with Planned Parenthood, We help give away some like tampons, some lady stuff, man.
Yeah.
So I did a lot of that, man, and I tried to focus on service, man. And one of the big things, right, along with that mantra, is me being so passionate with the youth as an education major. So like all of the service I do for kids, that was a big thing too that I like to showcase and kind of bring light to.
Dang, I was supposed to hate you, man. I told you I was trying to go with my fraternity brother. But you just kept hitting me there. I felt like we was fighting. You just kept wham.
Dason tells me all the time. He said, "You better not wear your sash. I'm gonna burn it if I see you." If Dason watches this, he's gonna laugh at that part because he told me today actually. He said, "You're not gonna." We got the freshman movement. He said, "You're not gonna wear your sash." I said, "Nah, I ain't gonna wear it today." He said, "Good, 'cause I was gonna burn it." I said, "Man." He always playing, dog.
Yeah, that should make it mean that much more to you that it meant that much to him, because it sounded like a fierce battle, man, and it sounded like you sound respectful of him, that it was that he was a formidable opponent, and the other gentleman. So
yeah,
man,
shout out to him, man. Shout out
just
to
imagine if he had it. You'd be hearing about it every day.
yeah, I would.
So drive it like you stole it, even though you earned it.
Amen.
All right, I want to get to something else. A little birdie had told me, and the initials are DP. Ain't nobody but this DP told me that Devin is a professional photographer / videographer with interest in digital marketing. Hold on, man. Photographer.
Yeah.
So do people argue with you like, nah, man, this is my best side? So is it off of how they feel, or is it off of what you see and what you feel? How does that work?
It's mostly like it's a mix of both. It honestly, I hope this doesn't sound like bad, but it depends on if I'm shooting with women or men, because it always be just a little bit more complicated with women, because the good side and bad side and the way my hair looks.
I think they'll agree.
That's the most, like, that's the hardest part with men. As long as we got our clothes on right, we're good. We're gonna pose up. The scenery good. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get your lighting right. Boom.
I was gonna say is the brim flat? That's all. Okay, take a picture. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, so it depends, but I mean, honestly, man, it's been good. I've been doing it for about a year now. And business skyrockets when school is starting. That's what I'm starting to learn, being a year in this. So like I was just at UT with Delta Xi, I think the UT AKAs. And I did a video for them, and so that was cool meeting them and everything like that. And we worked for hours. We worked for some hours, so I'm happy to put that out. But through photography and videography, I've been able to like network and meet a lot of people, and bring out the best in people. That's the biggest thing. Like, you want to bring out the best looking people. So yeah, it's been great.
Well, I mean, they AKAs, they're already gonna be looking good. But shout out to Delta Z. Shout out to that pink and green. Okay, girls. Yeah. Your goals are to attend grad school after you receive your bachelor's, and so you're trying to do master's and a PhD. It's gonna be Dr. Pineda.
Yeah. I got to get my master's for sure. Like, I want to do it as soon as I graduate. The PhD just came from everyone I look up to got a PhD, man. Like, you look up and you meet a lot of these gentlemen, and they got these PhDs, and they make it look like they setting a standard, and it's so it's like, man, like, you did it. Y'all are all successful black men. I'm gonna go get me a PhD. Let me go put a doctor in front of my name too. And so yeah, man, that's the goal. I think I'm doing school all through my 20s. So
do it. And then when you get it, you got to make, that's a hard decision, because you said put it at the front. Some put it at the back. Devin Pineda, PhD. I mean, some they start you with here, and then they hit you with that PhD at the end, and it's hard, man. It's hard. It hits hard. Yo, respect, young man. I respect that you want to do that. Make sure you start looking for all those grants and scholarships now, please. So you don't be in debt so you can continue on that path. That's awesome, man. So you're the 21st Mister Huston-Tillotson.
Yes, sir.
And 21st century. I mean, we got there's some synergy going on there. Are there what are the downfalls of being Mister Huston-Tillotson? Like, there's got to be some negatives, right? Like, it sounds like you have to, not have to, but you should go to a lot of events. But what if you big local? What if you got you this pretty thing here on campus? Like, hey, I need you to spend a little more time here. You always gallivant. You always here there. Yeah. I mean, I know I'm being negative, but I mean, there's positives and negatives, right?
There's some truth to that. In the midst of, all of those scenarios are very real. In the midst of all that, the common denominator is going to be people's opinion. That's going to be, you're going to get a lot of people's opinion when you at the top of anything.
Yep.
Even for like our celebrities, like, man, social media is so toxic now. You see the comments, you're going to have people like drilling you, man. People got always something to say. So even with me being on a small campus, like, my name is everywhere. Right. Yeah. And so, like, that's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing, right? Yep. So you got people's opinions. Certain people always have to, there's judgment. People disagree with certain things I do with my reign or my position or, stuff like that. And with me, man, I wear my heart on my sleeve, man. So sometimes I take it in, hearing what certain people think or this and that. Attaching a past, some people attach, past things on you, so it just depends. But I learned, man, and through the strength of God, man, I get through it, and just do what I got to do and make the most of it, because I'm doing this for me and those who aspire to be better, man. So that's the downfall, man. Having all the attention on you and the bad attention.
No, all eyes on me is the only thing I could think of. That song was in my head all the time. You're saying that, because even now you said it's a personal thing, but it's always like, look at it. He had got on some baggy shorts and a t-shirt today. That t-shirt wrinkled. Or Pineda, man, I got the highest grade in that class. He ain't all that smart. He ain't tall enough. It's.
Sometimes it be like, where's the love? Come on,
I know.
Where the love at?
I know.
What the love?
I know. It's always people always will do that though. So, but we need people like you to be a shining beacon of achievement and purpose. You said it yourself, service. So, all eyes on you, but they ain't all bad eyes. And some of it is people like me, man. I'm older than you, man. I'm done. All my college days are done. You know what I mean? We on it to my young fraternity brother on campus, brothers. And but what I said a couple times, I done said it already. I'm proud of you, Devin, and what you're doing, because I think I would have been built for something like that. I didn't do it, but now, I wish, man, maybe I could have been a little more focused and done that. So I can't and should not knock you, because I appreciate it. And I think it's so amazing that you said, just like you said, you weren't that focused on leadership in high school and that you've matured and who you are now. But think about that. Some of us ain't mature till we out of college. So we're going to be 26, 27 looking back at you and be like, dang, man, I wish I would have had it together like Devin back then. So it's your time now, King. It's your time now.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Devin, I want to get to a couple little things. This time done flew. I knew it was going to fly, man, but I love it. I love it. My wife make fun of me because, I walk out of these episodes and she'd be like, let me guess. It was amazing. It was everything you thought it was. And I probably do say that a lot, but I'm having fun and I'm getting good people. Devin Pineda. I gotta know, brother. What's the last name? You Latino? Where's
Yeah,
that come from?
my father's half Hispanic.
Okay.
You know, and so that's where the name comes from. Like I said, majority of my family is in San Antonio.
Yeah.
You know, it's a very very Hispanic city. So yeah, half of my family on his side is Hispanic. So that's where the name comes from. Rock it proudly, and I love that you pronounce it correctly. Nobody knows how to do that. I got a
Yeah.
lot of people say. Some people I accept like Pineda.
Yeah.
You know that's like an American way. I always accept that. People say Pineda, Pineda. You know, but that's where that comes from, man. So like you mixed and all this. Like my father's had. I'm just a quarter, man. I'm a brother.
Yeah.
I'm a brother. I'm a brother. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yo, I mean, at the end of the day, man, it's America. And if you
yeah,
look back, if everybody do this little DNA test, there's a lot of stuff. Some people, ours just reflects this right here, but they don't know what's on the inside, and same for
exactly,
others. So it
exactly.
does. It's just that some of those other people that might be passing, they don't want it to be known. Man,
Yeah,
I'm a quarter too, but mine don't show.
yeah.
So that's what. But it is what it is.
It is what
So
it is.
what about that first name though? Where did he get that at? Ain't a lot of brothers named Devin. It was Devin the dude, and that's about it. Where y'all get Devin from?
That's crazy you said that because every time my dad always be like, "Yeah, man, I named you after Devin the dude." You know, I used to jam him back then, and that's what he say. And it's ironic.
Yo,
That's the first name you said, but that's what he say. I don't know if it's true or not, but he was like, "Hey, Devin the dude." So Devin, we hit you with the Devin. So I'm like, all
you ain't
right,
met another
cool.
Devin that looked like you, right?
Uh, I, it's good that I can't tell you off the top of my head, so I guess not.
Yeah, yeah. But
I can't
hey,
tell you.
Papa did it right. Just like
Yeah,
I ain't met another Donato that looked like me.
yeah,
Um, but I think there's something, it's all about a name, Devin, and with who you are and where you're going in life. It's an amazing name. You don't sound like you're embarrassed of it or anything.
no,
It's a great story. We get to hear about your heritage and your dad, and so you can bring in
right.
and then more importantly, look, man, we got enough Clarences and Charles out there in the world. We can
Thanks.
have a little Devin. We can mix it up a
Yeah,
little bit.
man. Come on now. Yeah,
Come on,
yeah.
man. It's all right. We ain't all got to be the same people. It's all right.
Switch it
Devin,
up.
we're at the end. I want to get two more things from you. I want to know if you were coming on and maybe you was like, man, there's something I want to make sure I get across. Was there any points, any mantras that you wanted to deliver, and you thought, well, he might bring that up, but I didn't? Is there anything you wanted to cover that we didn't cover?
One thing I will say is to the naysayers, to those who may disagree with certain things that I may do or others do. I really encourage you guys to man, if I can, I want to shine some positivity on everybody, man, and just show love, man. And honestly, the world would be better if everybody could just show each other love. So anybody watching this, I love you all. Huston-Tillotson, I love you all, man. It's all love, that's coming from a heart of forgiveness. And I'm thankful to be where I'm at. I'm thankful as a young black man, and honestly, that's the thing, man. Like that's all I really could say. Like I just,
Yeah. You said it great.
yeah, right or wrong, man.
No, man. I like what you spit there. And my last thing was, how can people stay in contact, follow, discover? Hey, the misadventures of the misadventures of Devin. So, like, how can we follow you? I might want some digital marketing, some videography done. I'm a creative. I might want some new pictures. I'm gonna need some new pictures here. I'm starting season 2. How do we follow, stay in contact?
So you can follow the main Instagram, which is just Devin Rashad. Rashad spelled as in Rashaud. Devin Rashard, or you can follow the photography page, Devin Rashard Photography, where I just do photography, videography, graphic design, a mix of those things. So if you want to, my website is in both bios. So if you want to go on my website and look for any booking or prices, anything like that, you can go on there, man. Also, you can follow my page is Mister Huston-Tillotson University to keep up with the things we're going to be doing this year for my ring at Mister Huston-Tillotson University. And yeah, man, that's how you can find me, man. It ain't hard to find. So yeah.
Yo, Devin, this was great. I appreciate you taking the time. You sound like a busy man. Now I'm even happier that you were able to fit me in so we could do this. I learned a lot, and more importantly, I enjoyed it. I think we all did. So, yo, keep doing you, man, and yo, let a brother get an invite to the graduation or something. Yo, don't be stingy when you send those out. Don't be stingy, dog. That's how you get stuff. I got real jobs and stuff, man. And I know I ain't trying to say you want it like that, but some of us want to share in your excitement. So if you send it out digitally or if you do snail mail, let us all celebrate in this, King, because that's what it's about. I'm proud of you, man.
Already.
Thanks, Devin. Thanks for talking with Donato.
Yes, sir.